Mohana State Nagaland NLTP Act to implement Korea 36 years hui thakala mon sop chaneo paise aro NLTP Act to leave kulela nimete sop manu public khan bi noheliwi civil society organizations sop manu mohan ini bitor dewi idula oporde bishi depend kuina aise idula act to implement kurigena thakilewi mohana state machode man saise gule do mudu khan do ini bikai thaka laga mon sop tikhio paina aro idu reality ekta jani upai na mohan sob manu aise to kan sob la oporde luigina Naga Council DIMAPUR khamba last time bi ekta meeting lwa host kurigina lwa la thaikse among the Naga Council DIMAPUR aro alag civil society organizations tahan sob miligina aro tahan committee form kurle nemede edu NLTP Act to leave kurle tahan committee form kurle nemede aro tahan la last press conference te tahan janai dishe ki tahan itula oporde luigina NLTP Act to leave kurle nemede East DIMAPUR CSOs khan lodui tahan kutha guru goina thakala mohan ke koigena ala mon sob media khan dikhu paina ise to aji consultative meeting thagise Naga Council DIMAPUR aro East DIMAPUR CSOs khan la majode tahan closed door meeting tahan icha loise to aiwi idula oporde luigena tahan la decision bi ki hobo mohan ekbar press conference te sailo
aji amiken 29 tv aji amiken Naga Council conference holdi bal meeting loise East DIMAPUR civil society alag ahigena aji bi amiken meeting to bhal loise NLTP laga issue garni aji first time ami East DIMAPUR di alag organization itia amar left side ti thaga East DIMAPUR chairman forum president convener aro East DIMAPUR youth organization laga convener president amiken sob convener NLTP laga seri jake satu is convener doctor amar dean SU vice president amiken yati apniken bohibo para karone apniken media fraternity ki thanks bi janai ase aji DIMAPUR ti amiken khali Naga Council amiken eku nore itu karone amiken all the civil society ahikena alag society East DIMAPUR pra amiken miligena dongor meeting luise aji meeting bhal pra success hoise eta ki age kori kena jabo lage ki miligena jabo lage aji amar East DIMAPUR khen naga kotha bi hunigena amiken bisi mun dongor hoise amar convener pra hi apni ken ki etu bujai dibo kiniga jabo tai pra amar convener pra apni ken kotha kori thank you
amikan laga media fraternity ke welcome dia ase etia aji meeting hoa more than 3 hours deliberation korise aro sob laga bhavna bi same ground te thakise to leave the Nagaland Liquor Prohibition Act in DIMAPUR district. So itu laga issue te amikan organization kun East DIMAPUR pra aise ami olop itu highlight kori dibo amikan na viewers amikan la public khan ke from East DIMAPUR aji meeting kora bishi grand success hoise amikan laga Naga Council president ra ko anishna East DIMAPUR village council chairman forum president aro tala members khan aise East DIMAPUR GB association president aro tahan members kan aise East DIMAPUR Naga youth organization president and members kan aise tribal council Purna Bazar ta khan bi aise Nahabari community citizen forum ta khan bi aise East DIMAPUR business association itia together now itia mon DIMAPUR district sob milagina amikan la association amikan miligina 14 association itia miligina ase to itia ami khan laga decision to aji loa to ekta resolution dise kurise tate ami khan NLTP Act of 1989 to DIMAPUR district pra leave kuri dibi kojana ami khan itu laga decision te ami khan resolution resolve kurise tate further discussion kuribole ase amikan alag stakeholders khan ke आगे ते कोआ निशना अमेरिकन ट्राइबल होस्ट खान के अमेरिकन अलग सेक्शंस ऑफ द सोसाइटी ऑफ दिमापुर डिस्ट्रिक्ट इवन विलेज काउंसिल्स हो भी अलग अलग ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के अमेरिकन रेडी होइसे अमेरिकन डिस्कस करिसे अमेरिकन सब के लोग पाइने अमेरिकन व्यूज अमेरिकन भावना की आसे तखन भी शेयर करबले आगे जाबले अमेरिकन तैयार करि आसे इटा तो इतुरा आजिला मीटिंग तो लम्बा चौड़ा डिलिब्रेशन करिसे सब तो इटा मीडियाते कब ना पारिबो और इमाने किमान डिसिजन डिस्कशन करिसे इतुहे व्यूअर्स और पब्लिके जनाई दिया आसे थैंक यू
At the outset, I would like to extend our gratefulness to our NCD President and his esteemed colleagues, and also the chairman of this particular committee. When we talk about this NLTP Act, Amakan Inika Kobola said, although we appreciate our NCD leadership for taking up this issue. Amakan सब experience kursiya 36 years और amakan यदि as a Christian we know drugs alcohol to the society garmi diya se so if we talk about that we are very much with our church leaders किंतु amakan इनका साथ वाले 36 years experience थी itu practically it brings more bad than good makan ki sob dikha ase socially ethically morally or itu actually amakan kha manu poison dance na ekta practically amakan inka dikha ase itu garni right society bal korbo garni amakan health bal thakibo garni itu practically saile amakan itu lift kurke na ekta government he ekta system bahal banai ke na jaili bal honegi itu hi bhavna ase wale we don't question the integrity of our church leaders or tribal leadership itu question pura itu nai kintu practically amakan inga saile itu to hole ama Christian manu bishi biya gorja especially youngsters or aji gali inika tri state ko ase kintu vote clickers इनका amakan itu साथ वाले every nook and corner available आसे और almost 80-90% जो ले young girls and boys they are engaged in these activities तो खाली खा लान होए के ना immoral activities भी बिस्सी encourage होए से दे well doing this business itu society करने बिस्सी बियासे itu करने amakan भावना तो ले ama NCD leadership रखी issue choase tadi urban colony GB's leadership kan raki choase amakan pe a itu to le husa se itu to le amakan government ke approach kurke na ek alternative step to lobo lagi itu bhavna pura aji meeting thaka to bishi khushi pai ki nahi thi hoya se thank you
aji coalition american naga council dimapur aro american itu is dimapur civil society organization american coordination meeting pura american बिशि खुशी पाइसे आरो आज मीटिंग लगा तो NLTP Act लगा पड़े अमेरिकन कथा करी साइसे तो कोalition अमेरिकन भी तो NLTP लगा एक तो अमेरिकन कोइला स्टूडेंट यूनियन टाइप पर अमेरिकन भी को कंट्रोल तो पूरी की भी अमेरिकन भी आइसे बोले भी कोalition तो एकदम ना पारे आरो इतो सब माने इटा तो NLTP Act तो इटा तो नागालैंड तो ड्राई स्टेट आसे बोले भी कौन जगह दे भी तो ना पा ला जगह तो ना itu pra aji american NCD pra spearhead karna itu american itu meeting hua to ami bishi khushi paise american like itu coordination meeting pura to hole to american government kon individual ke american to against na hole bi ami government je bi kobole mon thaga to NLTP ek lift kona thaga to practically implement korbole para ase na itu hi apase american itia ba nishna 36 years inika to ahi jese इतिया मानुखान सब इतु मधु तो कोत भी अमेरिकन इतु नापास जात ना इतु बरा अमेरिकन आज मीटिंग बात होले तो अमेरिकन तो नागा काउंसिल दिमापुर रा इतु इनिशिएट ला तो अमेरिकन ताते सपोर्ट आसे अमेरिकन गवर्नमेंट जे कोबले मन थागा तो होय इतु NLTP Act to लिव करिना किबा एकटा अल्टरनेटिव सॉल्यूशन इतु अमेरिकन इतु बि साइ साबले अमेरिकन ताते इच्छा आसे itu berahi kami kan youth organization on behalf pura kami kan itu act to le to live kuri koina kami kan itu pura support to kami kan Naga Council Dimapur aru yate civil society organization aji kiman meeting hoise sob logote kami support
Dimapur has now taken the resolution to request the state government to repeal or amend whatever it is the NLTP Act from Dimapur. But when you say 14 associations, does that mean the association outside the preview of Nagaland of Dimapur or those coming under NCT? Because I don't think there will be only 14.
Yeah. I'll just clarify. Itulah clarification di devo. Itya umai khan previous interview to be itu mention korisile. Makhan laga late governor la Ganeshan hatamde 2023 te. American civil societies under the aegis of Naga Council. Makhan olop time laga constraint hoa para jate American 8 civil societies para milai gena American presentation disile governor de. Tate kurigena aji tok aha 2025 te American de itu NLTP laga daru chubo na para chui ase but full fledged noin thaise. Ole aji American inclusive meeting kurigena including our East Dimapur leaders and elders kurigena American itia milai gena aha to American 14 organization miligena ase. American yete para iman 14 ba kuribole ase laga bi itu conclusion নহয় আৰু মহান মিলি গেনে আৰু কিনেগা আগেতে আমি খান road map হ'ব আমি খান ডিসকাস কৰি কিনে ইদাৰ দুসৰা অৰ্গানাইজেশ্যন খান বি আৰু মিলিব পাৰে that is also welcome আছে আমি খান লাগা আমি খান এতিয়া কমিটি ফৰ্ম কৰিবলৈ আগে যাবলৈ আছে ইটো বিষয়তে আমি খান লাগা ভাবনাটো কি আছে আমি খান মিলাই কেনেহে তো government ki representation submit koribo ne kinika approach koribo that later on we will let our mohana viewers or public hange janai dibo mohan etia starting is Dimapur bra nam khan age tibi koi dise aro repeat kori dibo is Dimapur village council chairman forum is Dimapur GBs association is Dimapur Naga youth organization tribal council Purna Bazar Nahabari Community Citizen Forum, East Dimapur Business Association. Choita organization to American East Dimapur bra aji present hoise. Ena hogena American ite East Dimapur chargena ita poila laga organization kan under the aegis of Naga Council bra mogan representation submit kora. Dimapur Urban Council Chairman Federation, Naga Women Ho Dimapur, GB Union Sadar, Dimapur Naga Student Union, Dimapur District Citizen Forum, Dimapur District GB Association, Business Association of Nagas, Aro Dimapur Chambers and Commerce Industry. Kujena Amikan, so Milayana 14. Ita itu laga issue de Kubule Mundaga, Amikan road map to Amikan public or viewers can get sub to Kubule Naparibo. Olivi this time. আমি খান মন ডাঙৰ হোৱাটো ইষ্ট ডিমাপুৰ মখানতে আছে আমি খান মিলাই কিনে ডিমাপুৰ ডিষ্ট্ৰিক্ট কাৰণে কি ভাল হ'ব লাগে আমি খান মিলাই কিনে আণ্ডাৰ দ্য এজিছ অফ নাগা কাউন্সিল কৰি কিনে আমি খান ডিছকাছ কৰি কিনে এইটো তাই লগা এইটো ইছ্যুতে আমি খান ফুলি মিলাই কিনে কৰিলে আমি খান ছাকচেছ হ'ব কৰি কিনে এইটো জনাই দি আছে
So will that be supporting associations, organizations, etc. in the form of
This might seem a bit critical question. I'm sure the committee must have done some background studies regarding the pros and cons of lifting the NLTP Act. We, as of now, what we have seen is khali via negative impact na koina ase through the implementation of the NLTP Act. Via so, given the circumstances that in the near future the state government decides to lift the NLTP Act in Dimapur, what do you think would be the consequence? What benefit do you think Nagas in general or Dimapur in particular would get through the lifting of the Act?
Regarding your question, আমাখান আপোনাৰ আৰু আমাখান আণ্ডাৰষ্টেণ্ডিং হ'লে এইটো লিফ্ট কৰিলে ছ'চাইটিটো হ'লে ডিচেণ্ট হৈ যাব কিন্তু কম্পেয়াৰ কৰিলে এইটো লিফ্ট কৰিলেহি ভাল হ'ব কিন্তু আমাখান উই হেভ ফুল কনফিডেঞ্চ যে এটা আছে কিন্তু গভৰ্ণমেণ্ট ডিচিশ্যন লৈ কিনে ইন কেছ তাই কেন ট্ৰায়েল পিৰিয়ড পুৰা 5-10 years কি কৰিব গ'লে বি তাত দে কেন অলছ' টেক ডিচিশ্যন ইন দ্যাট লাইন যদি বি হ'ব কিন্তু আমাখানটো হ'লে এনেকুৱা ভাৱনাটো হ'লে প্ৰেক্টিকেলি আমাখান সাকসেস কৰিব নাপাৰা পৰা সোসাইটি বেছি বিয়া ঘূৰা আছে সেইটো কাৰণে একটা গভৰ্ণমেণ্ট পৰা চিষ্টেম একটা বনাই কিনা লিফ্ট কৰিলে বি এইটো খোলাৰ যদি একটা গাইডলাইন সে লাইক ড্ৰাই গেট নহ'লে একটা কিবা এডভান্স চিটি কি ঘূৰাই নিচিনা আমাখান বি একটা চিষ্টেম পৰা ঘূৰিলে এইটো 24/7 খুলিব লাগে কথা নহয় ডেইলি খুলিব লগা কথা নহয় কিন্তু itu system di jalan ini भी बाल होगा कि ना amakan itu एक तरह confidence है secondly amakan सब जाने से itu थका करनी बिया सामान adulterated drinks तीसरी बाइक ने itu berarti किमान बिया बोली किमान बोली itu ऐसे itu करनी amakan orang society bahal thai को गले itu बाल होगा नहीं कि amakan itu confidence है thank you
Chairman sir, can you give some statistical data analysis
about
if the committee had made some proper studies economically, for example, Assam Rai Vishwala, anyone can give, Assam Rai Vishwala can give. So we have heard like if the act is lifted, the money will circulate around the Nagas. So to make the case more stronger.
See, in regard to this issue, why we at the DIMAPUR CSO we are in support of uplifting the act is because we are not thinking on emotional basis. We have been practical also. So the lifting of this act would benefit in a wide, in a greater context. So when we talk about, see, economy becomes secondary, but if we happen to see in a secondary way of the economic way, we are using approximately around 600 crores. Outstate neighboring states like Assam, they are generating around 800 crores annually. And the state of Meghalaya, they are earning around 80 crores. So over the years, if this act is lifted, we can generate around 600 crores. In the years to come also, we can generate around 1,500. I mean, that is conservative estimation only. But like I said, it is beneficial not only financially also, but it will also help us in many ways also, in the health hazard also, and also in many aspects of life also. And for the committee, we have already a core committee. The committee is headed by our TSO President Zasi. So other pairs of CSO like the BNSU and the GBS Nagaland, and we are all the board members of this core committee. Subsequently, the other CSO will be a subcommittee.
Just to supplement my friends, but before that, I was very happy to know that today Ajito meeting kiman manu attend kurise. Some of the most of them were people supari nakha manambi aise, but they also say that you do act to lift hobo lage. Ina boto bishi Ajito saina. Amigan under the leadership of our president, Mount Nagar Council. Tato more than before the statehood, Nagaland statehood, more than 75 years to bisi bal kam puri na ase. Aro takan ba amingala UCCF targe idu issue do forward loi jabi gana koise. Who are we actually? We are just chosen by our own colony residents pa ami ni choose kurisido. Today I want to tell the media and all the public that Mabi bisi munduk lage. We don't want to come in between NLTP Act or church law between the Ayubuli Monai Moambi. But as a chosen person, as leaders, Amigan ki bhabi itu kuri thakile, that is not right. We have been chosen to do what the public says, what the people, what the population wants us to do. Itu NLTP Act laga issue is a very, very big issue. We cannot ignore it. That's why Amigan bal lagibi, na lagibi, right to right, wrong to wrong, as well as most of the Jama Gorna, itu movement to continue Kurubo, and we will do it in a very strong way. Kurubo Bena Man Kuriase, and it will get stronger and stronger in the days to come. Tai Bia se moi Bia se la Buddha Noi,
right to bhalba dikhawole, wrong to bhalba dikhawole. Aro just to supplement our friends, NLTP Act to khulisi bole ki bhal hobo kole to as a medical doctor ase ami kan ek thaka karne quality control unit to nai to kina adulterated alcohol to control koribo kina check koribo once act to lift hoise kole to quality control department thakibo to in the concerned department thakibo to ina hoisule alcohol flowing into our state will be of a better quality, thereby health to bisi effect nukorobo aro ami ekta confusion ami kala we were sange correct korobo mon jado dry state thaga aro dry state na thaga de alcohol related health condition do kinaga ase na bisi debate thake, but there are few confusion in that. My simply clear korobo mon jado of course dry state thaga de alcohol related disease to comparatively olop komti thake koi, but there's a sharp rise in use of adulterated alcohol. Itu more health la risks biya sibo itu ko asde to itu we can janibo lage aro yes when it comes to revenue also ami kan to hota hai yati buina discuss kore we will focus on NLTP Act only but shares laga khuda na thalina revenue la khuda na thalina to it's not complete. So somewhere or the other we have to put these either church laga part la all of the completely ulai jai because it's never complete NLTP Act without churches and also without revenue. Church la thalile like we have said before, we are all part of the church and most of us are in a very difficult position right now. Public ki jani ho woman jaze and also when it comes to revenue when we say about revenue Manand bhave puisa garden kore ase ki garden kore ase, so we don't want to touch on that, but that also is a very important aspect for the viewers to understand. Yeah, that's it.
If this act is going to be lifted, then don't you think this will have impact, the first impact on the young people? It becomes like alcohol will become more accessible and then they become more addictive, right? So what's your take?
See, NLTP Act to leave hoise bole one anyway ita bhi leave hona, for example ita leave hona ita to hona hole bhi leave no one is na ase to moto sob jaga te pai ase livelihood to chuli ase ita life kine ka ase eneka thakibole ase to moi kan ita to modern world thaki ase te 36 years back laga life to alag thakise to that time we don't have cameras, we cannot live telecast koribo na pare, life to totally alag thakise na eta to students kan hobi families kan hobi more educated, more bright side of the future dikhe ase ami an civil societies leader kan to ami kan ke kile leader banaise public la voice public ninte voice kobole banaise to ninte ita la apni hoda nishna etu leave hoa pishe dibi government la rules and regulation thakibo that apni kan bi puri saise bole Mizoram de hoilibi Manipur de hoilibi takana rules bi alag ase Assam de bi alag ase but only bordering Assam in Khatkati Laurizon tate to rules nai to moi jana tok kiman naga manu khabo bole khabi kile tahan to paisa pai to ami kan naga manu kiman itu pra effect hoise we are not saying in 36 years itu prohibition to ami kan karne bhal hoise bone kotu na bode I as a convener I have many things moi bishi itu laga issue ke to study bhi kori kena hoise but sob to athar kobo na pare but I can only itu kobole mon thaka 36 years te biya bhi bishi hoise to dimapur আমি খান নাগা মানুহৰ কাৰণে নাগা মানুহ লগা এতিয়া চাইকিনে আহিলে তো হেল্থ লগা ইস্যু বলে তো বেমাৰ লগা ইস্যু বলে তো HIV AIDS to second highest population in India. So my question also ekta arise kora to ito HIV AIDS to prohibition na state te ho para to Is it because of prohibition? Ita mohan leaders kan iman debate kurigena aise, iman kota kurina aise. Ami kan ite 36 years pa kota koi kurigena ado, moi kan naga manu bi sob jane ase ki bal ase, ki biya ase. Sunflower, drugs, any kind of substance is also a byproduct of prohibition. And I can also debate on it. American Janibo Lage, American Laga Committee, 14 NGOs, civil societies, American Miligena, it is so experienced Thaka leaders can ase, American Miligena, Babna to Ekta Kurigena, Dimapur district citizen can Ganeki Balovo, Ituhe Purias. American itu issue to take up Purado. सब मानो भी अमेरिका ना भावना निचना मंजूर न होते but the fact is the fact तो अमेरिकन लोगों ना पड़ो मुद्दू लगा इशू तो कारण prohibition तो the fact is prohibition is not workable in the district of DIMAPUR. That is the fact. Thank you.
Just supplement to our comment. See, it's an open secret whether the egg is lifted or not. You can see everywhere. So not only alcohol, but also see we are also in the top one when it comes to tobacco consumption. I think if the egg is lifted, I don't want to talk about revenue, but since it's a matter of the other way, that's right. The revenue generated from that egg, once it's lifted, I think it can be utilized in development of infrastructure. In one way, it can also be the rehabilitation center also. It can be used in development of other activities also. I think it is a beneficial. So tobacco, we are not generating any income, be the drugs also. So there is a right. So when we are saying that uplift the egg doesn't mean that we are asking the youth to shift their poison to alcohol. Nothing as such. But I think it can be educated. That's what we believe.
আমি just October November আপনার NLTP লাগু ইচ্ছা মনে করো লম্বা উঠে যায় তো November I think is the former now with just like present tenure NBCC GSOs তাহলে কথা কো আমাদের তাই বকো ministers can be MLAs can be issue kan do আপনার মঞ্জুর আছে দুই দিনে সামনে যদি NBCC ভিতরে প্রোগ্রাম শুরু করব अपने हाथ में जरूर हो ना पड़ने से अपने ट्राई करें तो प्रॉपर अपना फॉर्मेट देना
See, American legislators महान civil societies ला leader का नवी सब work of profession life ला profession थे महान नागालैंड थे महान सब अलग denomination पर हो पड़े लेकिन all are Christians. So, American NBCC during those time, 80s time the American laga NBCC Canberra and Naga Mother Association, followed by that lot of organization can be thakish de. So they can act lagate pressure organize. Ita laga issue to American like earlier I said, we are living in a very advanced generation ita to American la bamnate American laga views American la experience American la present scenario itu laga je American voice kore ase to church to takhala moral obligation ase takhan to alcohol it's an evil subject so takhan bra itu to takhan kita be accept na koribo but at the same time moi khan laga civil society leader khan ami khan further jabole bishi ase aro further dibi ami khan la viewers ami khan laga public ke janabole ase man ki kore ase nai transparent bra last to itu la movement to ami public khan ke janai dibo etia at present to eta question hoda nishna American laga church kan la moral responsibility ase takhan itu alcohol laga te voice kurule man ko apoti nai hobi moi khan bi public khan laga voice to itu bi mohan moral responsibility ase itu government ke punchai dibo nimide itu bro mohan bi at the same time mohan ko differences nai we in fact we also belong from different denominations hobi bi ami khan church khan gabi itu ami khan itu age jadu there should not be any confusion it yes thank you
Visual City Kipanishna tahan hours of meeting, consultative meeting between Naga Council Dimapur aro East Dimapur civil society organizations tahan loa bishte mohan gi itu press conference te janai dishe gi tahan bi sopla opinion bi same ase goina that is lifting of the NLTP Act aro tahan 14 associations icha miligana ase koise itu NLTP Act lift kurle nimite aro tahan itu janai dishe ki itula opor de luigana tahan alak organizations nole alak civil society organizations nole associations kangiwe aro further approach kuro koina itula bi janai diala mohan janyo dikhyo paise itula de luigana tahan itu NLTP Act itu lift kurle la nimite pros and cons itu khanla opor de tahan kutha kuina aise aro tahan ekta yade mention kura do koise gule mohan itu NLTP Act implement kuina mala state te thaka nimite quality control department bi nai kuina tahan itu janai dishe itu mudu khan noilu itu khan la quality khan check kra laka itu la ekta department nai kuina tahan itu janai dishe itu nemete mala state te adulterated drinks to bishi hoigena itu khan khaigena manukini khaigena bimar hoi ja laga itu bishi ase kuina itu wi tahan koise aro tahan mention koise ki kita itu NLTP Act to mala state Nagaland dewa lift kurdo ena hoise gule to quality control department koina bi ekta ahai jawo koina aro enaka hoigena mudu khan la quality bi sob check kuro aru regulate kuro inaka kwala mon hunyo paise aru yede East Dimapur civil society organization sahamba bi kuise ki itu tahan bi Naga Council Dimapur khan lo de tahan la support ase goina itu NLTP Act to lift kurle nemite aru tahan kuise ki itu to lift kuri digana alak alternative system noile certain guidelines khan government pa system to ekta phalwa implement kuina jaisugule bishi phal ho niki koina tahan itu ekta kwala mon dikhyo paise to itula opor de luigana mon rukhi thako government la decision bi kinaka ho Nagaland state NLTP Act to lift kurna nokoro itu sop la opor de luigana mon update kori thako ajini mede manise this is Timishu with my camera person Timjan for Nagaland News Network.